The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, this is Mission Smith. I'm with my co-host,
Houston Genius.
This is the Family Faction Wrestling Podcast, but guess what? We got our other partner from the Ring Review. The Rich is here with us. Yes. So, welcome to the Family Faction Wrestling Podcast.
Uncle Rich up in this.
Yeah, well, we talk about everything wrestling. So, guess what, guys? I got a special guest. I got somebody that, if you know wrestling, you know this gentleman. He has been in the business for a very long time, but we grew up watching him. Let's bring him in. It's the WWE Hall of Famer, Teddy Long.
Yes, player.
Teddy Long, thank you for being with us this afternoon. How's the weather where you are?
It's hot.
So, it's a pretty good summer so far. Teddy, thank you for being on the Family Fashion Wrestling Podcast. Houston,
Well, thank you guys, very much for having me. Like I say, what I do now before I make these podcast visits, I look at a lot of things and check things out and see if everything's okay. And you guys are absolutely fantastic, man. So it's an honor for me to be here on this podcast. So thank you for inviting me.
No, we are so glad to have you. But, that's not the only exciting news, because in just 29 days,
29.
Teddy Long will be here in Michigan for the City Championship Wrestling Expo. And we are so excited to have you be here. I know the fans and everybody I've been talking to said, hey, I got to be there for this opportunity. So how do you feel about coming to Michigan?
Hey, I feel great. Like I said, a lot of people don't know. I had a lot of relatives that lived in Detroit, Michigan, and I think some of them, most have probably passed away now. But I used to come to Detroit back in my teenage days when I was a disc jockey on a radio station. So I came to Motown when it used to be that little bitty building sitting over off Grand Boulevard. So
now you definitely know Detroit, and we are Detroit guys. We are all born here
crazy.
And native Detroiters, so you definitely know Detroit if you drop the street name. So we appreciate that. So the expo we got coming up, we got some of the guys that you know very well. We got Ron Simmons and the Godfather joining you. Tell us.
Don't get no better than that.
Tell us. I know you worked with these gentlemen in the past. What was it like working with Ron Simmons and the Godfather?
Well, Ron Simmons, I had the opportunity to work with as a tag team. You remember him with the late great Butch Reed? They were the team of Doom, and they were a lot of people said that they were the first black world tag team champions, but I did a little history on that, and I think that's not true. I think Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas might have been the first black tag team champions, but Butch and Ron were right there, and going through that was a great time. We had a lot of fun, and like I said, being anytime with Ron. And I wanted to say yesterday, I did bury my son, and Ron was right there. He's always been there for me. He was right there at the funeral yesterday. So speaking of Ron, and I also thanked him. So it's always a pleasure.
I want to say this. He's a stand-up gentleman. Every time we've talked to him, and I want to tell you a quick story. I met him in Detroit actually, and we were at a WrestleCon event, and we walked up to his table, and he asked me to take a picture of him and a family member. And then right after that, we were walking around the building just talking. So he's a down-to-earth guy. He's a really good guy. We do appreciate him being part of the expo as well. So, my podcast partner for the Family Faction Wrestling Podcast is Houston Genius. I know Houston has had a chance to meet you a couple times, and Houston wanted to start off by asking you some questions. So, Houston, what did you want to ask Teddy Long?
So during the during a ladder match with I'm sure you remember it of when Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, you came out and you wanted to just your theme came on, crowd was happy to see you. What was your idea to go in during the little bit of 5 minutes in the match to have Stephanie McMahon to make you get to step in?
So the Money in the Bank match was I think he's talking about, and then there was a segment between you and Stephanie McMahon, and she didn't let them play your theme music out. I think that's the moment he's talking about.
Yeah, I remember that. That's doing like he was first. He was talking about the interference with Jericho and all of them.
Yeah.
Well, I come down. Hey, everything's out of control, and that's what I do. I straighten things out. So
Oh yeah.
after things got kind of straightened out there, then as I'm going back, Stephanie, steps out and does what she does best.
Yeah, which was
Hate on you.
hate and interrupt the greatness of Teddy
Used to be
Long.
hating on you. That's
No,
what Stephanie is.
no, that's a great question, Houston.
I mean, I feel like he should have came out and then just said on the mic, "Hey, y'all better quit. You know, y'all gonna be going one-on-one with the Undertaker."
So
Everybody's
I'm
scared
glad.
of
I'm
him.
Well,
glad.
that wasn't the time for that because you got more than one guy in the ring, so I can't put everybody one on one with the Undertaker. So
I'm
that
talking
wouldn't have
about.
been the right time.
If
But
you
Stephanie-
if you can do one after another, then you can do
Oh
one.
well, yeah. The Undertaker definitely in his prime probably could have took out everybody for sure.
Yeah.
And
Maybe you could have summoned her on Stephanie. He summoned
hey, that might have been
it.
it. That might have been it, Teddy.
He already kidnapped her once by that time.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that, right? I think that would have been a great moment for Stephanie to go one-on-one with the Undertaker. I see, Teddy. Houston has been doing his research, and he's been
Yeah.
watching videos, and he knows exactly who you are and how you handle business. Speaking of handling business, let me ask you this: you've been in the business for so long, and you've done a lot. Because if anybody knows Teddy Long history, you've seen him in GM, you've seen him in manager, you've seen him in referee.
I was
Which
a
one of
ring
those?
announcer one time too.
Oh, there it is.
Commentator.
Commentator as well. Which one of those roles means the most to you?
Every one of them means something to me because was I'm the guy that put it out there. I'm the guy that performed that. But the main thing was the GM. That was really the one that stood out for me because when I first got that job, uh, they didn't tell me nothing about that. Okay, they kept that secret to everybody until 5 minutes before we went on the air. Next thing I know, the writer comes and tells me Vince is going to walk out. He's going to introduce you as general manager. Now I'm scared to death because I know this is a big responsibility right here,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh my God, you know what I mean? But hey, this is it. So that was the highlight of my life. That was a big moment there, for Vince to Mr. McMahon to put that much trust into me. And like I said, I had a good relationship with him, and I stand by him. You know what I mean? The reason I'm able to sit here and talk to you today is because of Vince McMahon and what he done for me.
Awesome.
We understand. Listen, as wrestling fans, we grew up watching you, right?
Yeah.
And the GM spot's my favorite spot too.
And I wanted to say I ain't mean to cut you off, but when
That's
him
okay.
saying that's because of you, really. Like, I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I remember Gorilla way back in almost before my time. I remember when Gorilla Monsoon was like the
They get the president vibe.
Yeah, but like when you did it, that's when it was a thing, and it was like
I think
he was the best GM of all time.
And the thing about that too is I wasn't really, no character. That's me. I'm like admission will tell you. If you meet me in person, I'm the same guy.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
player this, player that. Hold on a minute. So it was so easy for me because all I had to do is just go and be me. And Vince seen all that in me. He saw what I didn't see, or he saw what other people saw, and they never let me knew I had it.
No, absolutely. Like I said, the GM spot meant a lot to me because, like he said, there was nobody who really defined that role like you. I think if there'd never been a Teddy Long GM, I probably wouldn't have cared about the GM spot ever.
1,000%.
So, no, you definitely did. And then, like you said, you are who you are. The players and the being down to earth and being the guy we love, that's who you are. And that's in every conversation for sure. Rich, is there anything you would like to ask Teddy Long while we have him today? Because I'm very excited to have you here on the Family Faction Wrestling Podcast.
Teddy, since it's a Family Faction podcast and Houston Genius is the absolute star of the show and everything like on the Family Faction podcast, I would like to ask you is there something that Houston could be working on now as a youth that could prepare him for the career field that he's going into pro wrestling? Like I said, you've worn every significant hat other than wrestling in pro wrestling. So is there some advice that you would give the youth and Houston Genius to work on some things so that they can make their way into the industries and maneuver as such as you?
Well, things have changed, quite a bit. Right now, we're living in the 20th century. So everything now is a computer. And they take jobs, okay? Those computers right now, some people ain't working because the computer took their job. So I would say to Houston, like I said, I'm so proud of him, man. Absolutely a great kid. I mean, I don't have the words to say for this kid. I mean, he is outstanding, and he's pursuing his career now. This may not be what he want to do. He may want to start in podcasting, but Houston, you're going to learn a lot from doing this. You're going to learn a lot from being able to deal with different people because everybody has a different personality. You're going to have some of them guys going to come on here, they're going to have bad attitudes, and they're going to make you kind of mad. But you have to understand, they don't know no better. So you have to deal with them. So always prepare yourself for the worst, because it's coming, but always prepare for it so that you don't don't have a panic attack. Now, this, like I said, if you want to go into professional wrestling, that's a whole different story. You got to get yourself ready to get in one of the wrestling schools and get yourself trained. And you got to make sure you get in the right school, too, because they got some schools out there that'll take your money and not be able to do anything for you.
That's some very good advice. Actually, go ahead.
I mean, like, if I'm going to a wrestling school, before I do that, I'm going to have to go to the gym.
Oh, yeah, look at that. He said he going to go to the gym, get right. Show
But you don't understand, Mission. You're going to be able to accomplish all that because once you get in the right wrestling school, they got the gym equipment and everything right there in the school. So everything is right there for you.
You are absolutely correct because when you get to a certain level, they'll have everything you need.
Aren't the Steiners from Michigan, man? We might have to get them in Big Papa Pump School. We'll pump Christian up.
Yeah, no.
Braun Breaker.
No, so yeah, I definitely think that's some great advice. He does have someone he wants to challenge in his first program. Houston, tell Teddy Long, who do you want to challenge in your first program if you are in the WWE one day?
It is Dirty Dominic Mysterio, but when I become a wrestler, he still might just be Scott Steiner just sitting at home getting paid 1,000, 100,000,
Oh yeah,
infinity. I don't know.
but yeah, definitely. He wants Dominic Mysterio as his first program in the WWE.
Dominic, we coming for you.
Speaking of which, I know you, like I said, you've been in the business for a long time. Who are some of the wrestlers you've enjoyed working with?
I had a great time with JBL. Had a fantastic time with him. What a super nice guy, man. And he was so funny and great to work with. Worked with Edge, another great guy. Steve Austin, super nice. I had the opportunity to work with. Me and The Rock were okay too. I did work with him some. Golly, man, just Joe Briscoe. I could just go on and on, because there were so many great people. Harley Race, God rest his soul, I never forget him. He was the guy that helped me quite a bit. A lot of people didn't know that. Um, Jesus, man, I'm just
So the
Butch
list,
Reed and Ron,
yeah.
good guys to work with. Sid Vicious, Dan Spivey, Skyscrapers. When I had them, with a great team, and Ice Train, right there from Detroit. I had the chance to work with Ice, and then me and him did some stuff after he got out of wrestling too. I had a chance to meet him, and so he was just super nice. What a nice guy.
I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And if you've been watching wrestling TV, because if you know history, Teddy Long hasn't just been in the WWE. He's been in several promotions over the years.
Oh yeah.
And that brings it. That's an interesting point. Let me ask you this, because a lot of people who work in both of these companies tell me the difference. WCW versus WWE. What does that working in both of those companies? What was it like? What's the difference for you?
There's really no difference because you're doing the same thing in both companies. The only difference is that just the name that you have a different name.
Yep. Okay. Absolutely. Houston.
WCW. Let's say, just say this. Let's say a guy that worked in WWE, he goes over there to WCW. That doesn't change anything for him. He's going to do the same job that he did in WCW. So, like I said, he just went to another brand.
Okay. Now understood. We definitely understand how that works out. But the thing is, now that you are a Hall of Famer, I'm sure when you meet fans at things like the expo we got coming up, they're always looking for a good story. So, Teddy Long, what's a good story you could share with us from your time in WWE?
Oh God, man!
One that sticks out to
I guess I could share this story. I mean, this one has been out, but and since we're talking about Ron Simmons, he's going to be coming there too and be a part of the expo. I'll share the story about the time I left him in the snow. What we did, we were driving from Syracuse to Albany, New York. So it's snowing. I mean, brother, it's snowing. Y'all know about the snow.
you. Yes, we
So
do.
finally, for the ride back in the day, as soon as you leave the arena, you get to the store there, get a 12 pack, and you hit the road. Okay. So we
That's how
got
I'm
that
supposed to
12
do.
pack, and so now we're going down the road. So after about 30 minutes in, you got to find a bathroom. Now it's time for you to use the bathroom. So we don't have no gas station. So I just pull over to the side. It's snowing and everything, and so we're in this van. So the van kind of shield everybody. So we pulled over. So all the guys got out. Took a leak and everything. So I was the first guy out. So I got out and then I got right back in. So I'm not really paying much attention to really what's going on. So I see everybody getting back in, and all of a sudden, I look and I don't see nobody. So I shut the door and I drive off. So the next thing, John, JBL, he's scouting on me like, "What the hell are you doing?" He said, I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "You just left Ron in the snow."
Oh
So
my goodness.
I went almost about maybe a half a mile before
Oh
and so
my.
in New York, you got to go 15 miles to another exit.
Oh
So
my
I just
goodness.
pulled back over to the
Yeah.
side and I bagged all the way back of almost a half a mile to get Ron. And finally, when I got back there, we opened the door, and this is where Ron said something that he never even said it on TV. When I open the door and I look out, he's covered in snow, and he looks at me and he says, "Damn, Long."
No, there it is.
That's where it started.
That's where.
That's where it started.
There it is. Now, hey, you're not gonna get that story from nowhere else because that is synonymous with Ron now.
Wow.
That is the thing we all want to hear Ron say. I'm sure the fans are gonna try to ask him to say it at the expo 100 million times.
What you got to say about that, man? It looked like you had to say something.
Well, that story is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But there's one single question I gotta ask Teddy.
What's that?
So I'm going to need your help talking about my dad's career, working with your career, about wrestling. Like, I don't know if you should be his manager because
look at him booking.
Because he he was in wrestling, and he took a power driver.
Oh, so he's talking about when I took a power driver. I guess what the real question, Houston's over here trying to fantasy book or book at all. I do look at Teddy Long as a mentor, and I appreciate every piece of advice you've given me already, and I do look forward to getting more advice from you, because if you guys don't know, Teddy Long knows this business. And if you don't think he does, you got it wrong, and then you may have to go one-on-one with The Undertaker. So I do look forward to building this relationship and building, and working with you, Teddy. This will not be a one and done. We definitely gonna cook up with you because we appreciate you and everything you do for us. Let me see here. Rich, is there anything that you would like to know about, just the different things Teddy has done? Like, we talked about the GM spot, but there was other things like we said he's done.
Oh yeah, no, like for instance, when he was talking about us beforehand about managing Ron before, and the different federations he was in and his youth and moving around. But outside of wrestling and everything, as a businessman, utilize it, I know this is the family fashion just for the kids. I don't know, maybe I should have saved this for the ring review or something. But me as a businessman, you've been able to maintain a certain lifestyle for years. You've been able to, stay relevant throughout the years. What would you advise, just people in general to do to, stay relevant or to stay on top of things? Because you've been able to, like I said, be the man Teddy Long for a long time, and a lot of people then came and went, but Teddy Long is still a constant in the pro wrestling, in the stratosphere.
Here's what you got to do. You got to learn this game. Everything is a game. The whole world is a game. Okay? You just have to figure out where you fit in at, and then whatever game you fit in, then you have to learn how to play it. If you don't learn how to play it, then you don't survive it. But sometimes when you're learning, you have to don't let people know you're learning, because sometimes when somebody knows that that might work against you. But it's just the way of the world. I've had to come to, realization and say, hey, this is just the way of the world. So I would just advise people, is whatever the way to stay relevant, you know what I mean? Just, try to do the right thing. Don't mistreat nobody. If you give, I'm not no gym help nothing, but I stay in the gym. I try to eat. I eat right, and I do the right thing to keep myself. I'm trying to stay alive. We're all gonna get that call one day, but I cut my phone off.
My man.
Well, I understand that.
I like that.
But there's something I want to talk about, because like we said, in 29 days, Teddy Long is going to be here. And we've talked about the expo, but I definitely want to talk about something that's very dear to our heart, because we have the first annual Ring Review Awards. And at this ceremony, we are going to give, we are let's talk about that first. So let me make this announcement. There's a very special gentleman who just passed away, and he was a big deal here in Michigan in the wrestling community. Just
Yeah, no, I was able to go to his funeral and everything. Still soft on him this past Monday, but yeah, no, Ken Brass, what he meant to the community, he truly was the spirit of Detroit. He was best known for his Sound Off Sunday, which gave opportunity to many artists, many poets, many instrumentalists, and musicians to just get themselves out there and have a platform. Also, me, when I was a rapper at the time, I honed my skills at Sound Off Sunday, and like I said, he was always like a warm embrace thing.
Yeah, so at the Ring Review Awards, we have the Commentator of the Year award, and it's going to be named after Ken Brass. So, but at this event as well, Teddy Long, Ron Simmons, The Godfather, the Brooklyn Brawler, and some of Michigan's best will be honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award. So it's dear to our heart to be able to present this award to you.
Thank you.
Like I said, we grew up watching you. We want to thank you for taking time out your busy schedule and pulling you away from the gym. But we really want to thank you, and we look forward to seeing you in 29 days.
Hey, well, thank you guys very much, man. Thank you for having me. And like I said, what an honor it is for me to have the opportunity to be here on your podcast. And I love my man, the genius. He's going to go places. I can tell you that right now, man. There's a lot of potential in him. And and I can see in him, he wants it. That's another thing you have to have, too. You have to want this. If you don't want it, then ain't no use you trying to fight for it, because it's a losing battle. But he wants it, and I see that I don't know what he's going to do, because he's still young and he has a long life ahead of him, but I guarantee you he's going to be somebody, which he already is, but he's going to be a bigger and better somebody.
We appreciate you. We appreciate that. Houston, you want to say anything to Teddy Long before we let him go today? You said all your words. Let's just say thank you for being on the podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on the podcast. We'll see you in 29 days. Before we let you go, all I want to say is thank you, player. I just always wanted to say that, so I got it out. It's done.
Well, I appreciate that, player.
There it is. All right, so we will see you very soon, and thank you again for being on the Family Faction Wrestling Podcast.
All right, player. See you in Michigan in 29 days. Holla, holla, holla.
So we're going to switch gears a little bit, and we're going to talk about the current standings of WWE right now. We're going to talk about some of these stories that are happening right now. First of all, there's a new Women's World Champion, and it is Naomi.
Hey, the beautiful.
She cashed in the Money in the Bank contract
For the heist of the century.
I mean, Rich, what were you thinking?
No, I'm gonna be honest, man. It took me from the start. It was a good energy to it. You know what I mean? I knew what was going on. I knew as soon as I heard the music, I was like, oh yeah, that main event made it a main event. That just was the cherry on top. It was already a great match. Io and doggone Rhea. They
Match of the year.
They have great chemistry together. But then you bring in that $1 million cash in. I mean, 5-star.
Yeah, no, match of the year with Rhea and Io. But I mean, their story is almost like Ali and Frazier, right? They're going back and forth, man. They're going back and forth. Although Io has all the wins, the storytelling of these matches between Io and Rhea is
it's like Io's the Rhea antidote, because there's always a kryptonite to everything, just like like Brock was Cena's antidote. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just got those guys or those competitors that are just, they got your number.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Ron Piper with Hogan.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we talked about going to the gym, and we talked about health, and Teddy Long talked a lot about keeping yourself healthy so you can live a long life. So I gotta mention one of our sponsors right now, and that's the Health Markets with Mel and my boy Bob Gray. So I'm going to read something for them because they're one of our sponsors. So I want to thank them for being a sponsor. It's not uncommon to have questions when it comes to finding insurance coverage. That's where Health Market Insurance Agency can help. Our licensed insurance agents are here every step of the way to help you find the insurance coverage that's right for you. Whether you are looking for health, life, Medicare, supplement plans, you can trust Health Markets to navigate you through the process. Speak to the local agent today. Call Bob Gray at 586-318-4641. Health Market Insurance license. We definitely want to thank them.
Appreciate you guys, man.
We definitely want to thank them.
Gotta get that health insurance, man. A lot of times, unfortunate things happen, and sometimes what you're making ain't gonna cover it, so you're gonna need a little help. And that insurance, it's sometimes the difference between life or death.
No, I definitely wanted to mention them and thank them for being a part of. Houston, what did you think of Naomi cashing in the Money in the Bank contract?
I thought she wasn't gonna cash in, but at the same time I thought she was going to, because I thought she wasn't gonna take that loss to Jade Cargill, but she wanted to take a win in that championship home.
Okay.
She said she's coming for the championship.
And
that day was the day.
It definitely was, but a lot of people didn't expect her to cash in at the moment because she lost a match earlier in the night to Jay Cargill. It was a no-holds-barred match with Bianca Belair as the special guest referee.
Which I think she did a stand-up job. Bianca, they could have played with that a little bit more. Like, they could have played with that a lot more, but it was cool to see Bianca out there. What you saying?
No holds barred. You can make it a little bit more crazier with Jade and Naomi. They have a whole entire storyline to go against each other. You can make weapons more dangerous. We can use a little bit of blood in the match.
Oh, we could have got a little cover. Well, Naomi did get her
nose was bleeding, but
she was busted open in the nose.
But I understand. See, even for Houston, he wanted more, right? Because when you compare it to a Rhea Io, this is no holds barred. Give us more.
But I will say that I do think it was a very entertaining and good match, and I think it was a lot until you saw a lot more. Like, it propelled something. Like, that was good, but then the Io and Rhea was just better. Like, you know what I mean? It raised the bar so that they could take it to the next level.
I mean, yeah, I get it, but I get where Houston's coming from.
No, 100%.
He wanted to be entertained.
They too pretty for that, bro.
He wanted to be entertained.
But Naomi gave us some color.
Okay.
She gave us a little color.
You better proceed with caution when it comes to Naomi. Hey, proceed. I love it.
Jade was gonna go full power on Naomi. She was non-stop.
Well, let's talk about that, because now Jade is going to go against Tiffy Time at SummerSlam.
Now, who you think gonna win, Houston?
Tiffy Time or Jade? Is it gonna be a storm?
I feel like it's going to be like another win for Naomi. Like, you know how Naomi wasn't gonna take that loss from Jade, because she know that, like, it's the 3 girls. Jade,
So I feel like
You saying Naomi about to interrupt it?
well, see, Naomi said she's past SmackDown.
But
now.
I don't believe her. I think she petty.
You think she gonna circle the
I'm
block?
with Houston. I think she petty. I think she trying to derail.
Oh, well, cost her the championship.
Yeah, I think she gonna derail her and then cost her the
Because there
championship.
should only be one woman
But there should
from the big
'cause
three as a champion.
Yeah, no. She gonna steal Kendrick though. Ain't no big 3. It's just me.
Yeah.
Uso. And she a Uso too.
Hey, there
she
it
gonna
is.
steal the king out.
There it is.
I mean, just imagine.
Houston, you on to something?
You on to something, brother?
Like,
So go ahead.
Just imagine how Naomi would cash in on Jade, like for the second time.
Well,
I
she-
mean,
well,
I
there's
mean,
no-
she can do it 3 times, and Bianca, it wasn't that. Like, it wasn't that entertaining. It wasn't that really. It wasn't really.
He said he want entertainment, bro. He want entertainment. Speaking of entertainment, as we just showed again, the Wrestling Expo, Houston is going to be the junior correspondent for it. He's going to be interviewing. We want you guys to pull up at the All-Star Sports Arena, 51400 County Line, New Baltimore, Michigan, 48047. You can scan that QR code, and you can get your passes to the weekend. There are day passes, but get that weekend pass. Let's see you all weekend.
$35 for a weekly pass.
Yeah, for the weekend pass.
And check this out. If you're a pro wrestler watching this and you still trying to sell your merch, you want to get yourself out there, maybe you ain't getting the Royal Rumble, win you a big, expo belt or nothing like that. You might need to go ahead and contact us, man. Get your table, get yourself out there, man. Meet up with some folks, man. Get some programs popping.
Yeah, so definitely looking for vendors still. And it's going to be a great
You
weekend.
ain't got a lot of space left there. Y'all better stop playing.
gonna
I'm trying to tell you to squeeze in because it's looking pretty. Everybody pulling up.
Yeah.
You need to be there.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely want to pull up. Speaking of that, we definitely looking for vendors and sponsors. But let's touch base on some more sponsors for the Family Faction Wrestling Podcast. I want to first mention the Work After Dark podcast with my boy L and my boy Peru and everybody
Come on,
else
man.
who's part of the team. They are definitely a sponsor of the Family Faction Wrestling Podcast. We want to say thank you to you guys. I am very excited because they're going to have a new
Bro, it's the
episode
best
coming.
barbecue in town. The Holy Smokes barbecue, man.
Yeah, there it
best
is,
barbecue
man.
smacking.
There it is. And then
Shout
also,
out to P and West, man.
then also, because we want to, like I said, sponsors are important. I want to give a shout out to the Green Time Workshop
Come on now, get that good soap off.
out in Richmond.
Get that good soap off.
And their address is 69273 Main Street, Richmond, Michigan. Now, custom made soaps, custom lotions, and just
Everything is
hey man,
good.
bath bombs. You want to definitely check them out.
And y'all need to, because it's summertime and people be out here getting musty. So get you some custom soap to counteract all that fun.
Deodorant too. So
I mean, people can get stanky a little.
hey man, it's summertime.
man.
It's summertime.
Get you some soap.
All right, so
From Green Thing.
I want to bring it to our closing today because there's something we've all talked about in the past in our podcast. He's a very important person in wrestling who's been a part of a lot of our episodes. He returned on Monday. It's the OTC Roman Reigns. All right, so where we going with Roman Reigns? He's not the champ no more. He's not like, in one of the bigger stories. Where we going with this?
Okay, can I? I'm gonna give you a business answer and then I'm gonna give you a show answer, and they both gonna be short because I'm gonna let Houston cook.
Yeah, because you know I be going.
I'm gonna let you cook, but the business answer is because unfortunately Seth freaking Rollins broke his knee, and now we got to do something. So Roman had to get called off.
Yeah.
They had to pull him up. So that's the business reason. Now, where they gonna go with it is your head guy. Now he gonna bully that faction.
Yeah.
Like he's just gonna be a bully. Remember, I always told you there needs to be a bully baby face. There needs to be some baby face that's like there to save us from something. He's gonna be a bully baby face.
Okay.
And to Seth's thing, and Seth, when he gets a little bit better, he might come in and interrupt with like a chair. They're nothing athletic, but like he's gonna be that bully thing, and it's gonna be it would be a nice storyline to have Roman kind of chasing them around because they're trying to protect Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Yeah, no, I get it. But my thing is, I think, they're really feeding into this bloodline story, right? So
I think they're trying to go away with it because didn't Solo say that ain't no bloodline? It's my group now. So
but then Roman shows back up. There's always there's always a bloodline. Now, listen, if you know us, we talk about all wrestling. So listen, there's quite a bit of wrestling going to be happening in the next couple of months. Or the next month.
Yeah, because we still gotta speak on All In. You might have to tune into the.
It's quite a bit, but I'm in on the independent circuit. So there's wrestling shows this weekend, tomorrow night at the Majestic Theater. There's JCW. And Friday there's FU wrestling. We got NDWA's wrestling coming up on the 27th.
Oh yeah.
New Edge has a show coming. There's so many days. We're gonna find a way to.
You can see CCW people, all at New Edge.
Okay, so we definitely are going to
make the right change.
We're gonna link all of these different dates somehow. We're gonna make sure we share them because we are about everybody. Listen, if you know us, we support everybody.
We're here to help with the community.
Because if you are in this industry, we believe in you. Listen, just understand that. Look, wrestling is entertainment, and wrestling is it's life for some people.
And in the great words of Stephanie Valkyrie, wrestling is my first language.
Yeah, definitely. So there's a lot of wrestling going to be happening in the next month. Like I said, we're going to find ways to drop links, flyers, all that good stuff for you guys to have. We want you guys to go support who you got, because Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, support who you can. If you can support them all, go for it, man, because it's going to be an entertaining show for you. We want to thank again Teddy Long for coming on the show. Thank you again and again.
Thank you for being a friend to our to the Family Faction, the Ring Review. Thank you for giving Houston Genius all the advice you've given, all the good looks that you've given for him. Like I said, I met Mr. Long, Teddy, Uncle Teddy. God bless you, and also, like I said, our deepest condolences and prayers to you and your family. We understand this is a hard time for you right now, but you coming out and showing your support for us means more than words can say, and that we could ever really express.
So I saw a couple of things pop up on the screen. I'm gonna acknowledge Rich. Balling with Rich, that's our guy, man. Definitely our guy. You've been on his show. Hey, man, I do like the fact that they changed the script a little bit because it's just a better fit. It's just a better fit. Jay going against Tiffy is the right call, and Naomi is definitely entertaining us.
Jay for the win.
Jay for the win. I agree.
I don't know what Jay's gonna do as the champ, but
I think they did all of this so she could win. This is a long story tale. They've been brought her in. She ain't really had nothing of her own, and they wanted her to be on top of the
plus, she needed to tune up. But now I think it's all gearing up. Like Naomi was a great dance partner for her. Yeah, and it all came together.
Being around Bianca and Naomi was important for Jay. But yeah, so SummerSlam, August 2nd and 3rd. Y'all got to tune in, man. It's gonna be the first time it's a 2-night event. And then I think they had Clash for Paris on the 31st. So August is a month of wrestling.
It's a month in the WWE.
All right, man. This has been a great episode. If you watched, thank you. If you're gonna watch after, thank you. I am Mr. Smith. This is
Houston Genius,
and we have been great to have our other partner here,
The Rich.
And
I have one message to Dominic Mysterio.
Let him know.
Dominic, Freedom Ramsey is going to be in WWE soon. And I will be probably wanting to see a fight of you and him just to see you lose. And yeah.
Listen, that speaking of that, Freedom Ramsey will be at the Wrestling Expo. He will be facing Lou Crank. You see it there. It's going to be a 20-man battle royal. You're going to see some greats like Evan Encore, OVA, Joseph Antonio Guerrero.
So you gotta hang.
No, you want to say it louder. Joseph Antonio Guerrero.
Get it right. Get it right.
Dean Hendricks, the Great Pepper Pride, Stella Bujo, and many more. It's going to be a
Don't
2
forget
day.
Soul Taker.
Hey, listen.
No souls matter.
No, you better not forget the Soul Taker.
No souls matter. No souls matter.
Soul
He's
Taker
out.
told you might be one of those souls he take.
Come on, man. Come on. Man.
I ain't got no problems
I'm going
with
back to
Soul
church.
Taker.
He's not going to take any souls.
And if you didn't catch the episode that the Soul Taker was on the Ring Review, go back and watch the episode with the
Scared
Soul
me to
Taker.
death.
Yo, man, we've talked to Teddy Long. So this has been a legendary episode of the Family Faction Wrestling Podcast.
Hey, let them know how they can get with you, man.
Hey, man, Mission Smith everywhere. Houston Genius, search it on YouTube.
YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook.
Yeah, YouTube TV. Yeah, check them out and let them know.
Oh, yeah. Follow me at The Enrichment on Instagram and Richard Jackson on Facebook. And make sure you're following the Family Faction and the Ring Review.
Yeah, this is definitely the Ring Review and the Family Faction on Thursdays. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much.